So not your typical day. I'm down at the farm and we're going to be loading the truck up with all of these troughs for the Ventura job. So didn't get much footage yesterday, but I've just pulled up now for mandatory break, and I'll just show you the load that I've got. So this truck here is Poison Ivy, the Iveco. Got her at an auction a few months ago for doing these highway runs. She looks pretty small with a stock crate on it, but she actually has got quite a bit of power. She's 90 ton rated as well, and on board I got myself some of my herd bulls, new boys to go up and do the good work up top. Got a stack of shuttles for making more of our Wi-Fi stuff, some new tyres for the grader. And on the back here, I've got some new troughs, and these troughs are for over at Ventura. And we've got this half shipping container on the back here that we're going to be using for putting in some drill rod. We're going to pick some drill rod up from one of the mine sites, and that's going to be used for more fence posts on Prenti and on Ventura as well. So got a few hours drive ahead of me. I'm just at grass patch at the moment, and then the next stop's going to be Cambauda, and then we're good for a little while. So I missed a couple of stops along the way because, you know, I've got a long way to drive, and now I'm onto the unsealed part of the Great Central, and I'm getting along at about 10 k's an hour because it's nicely corrugated. It's pretty annoying really, but you know, we do this every now and then. There's guys who do this every day, and just the damage to the equipment is incredible. So, a little while longer to go, but I'll get there. So it's taken me an hour and a half to get to the bottom of the driveway. It's about 90 kilometers. And yeah, the first 45 k's, which are bitumised, took no time at all. You know, sat on 90 along there, and then yeah, it was the extra hour to do the next stretch because it was just so badly corrugated. So I'm just going to go, because of that massive shake up, and now I'm on the driveway, which is going to be quite smooth, and have a bit of a break, but a bit of a walk around and check and see how my load's sitting, to see if there's anything I need to fix up or tie down, because it was very rattly. You know, even just going along steady, there's a lot of corrugations on it, and it's just a disruption to trade, really, to any operations out here. It's ridiculous that it's not continuing on at the moment. It was meant to have been finished getting sealed a couple of years ago, but it's just been held up with a whole load of red tape. So I'm going to check the load and have a little bit of a walk around before I do the last stretch of the drive. I don't want to shine the light in the boys' eyes because, you know, it's just unfair on them, but they're all standing up. They're all happy enough. Hey boy. Good boys. See if any of the load has moved around at all, but my straps are still pretty good. These top straps are just making sure that these don't bounce out, and then these bottom straps are holding the troughs in place. So she's looking half alright on this side. Nothing seems to have moved around. Straps haven't even moved from where they go on here. He's a little bit looser, but he's still in there firm, so I could give that a couple of clicks up. So this is this truck's first run up to Prenti since we bought it. So I want to make sure that I take it nice and steady and don't have any problems with it, but she's handling it really well. I'd have to say that it's one of our smoothest trucks to drive. It does make it less fatiguing and it is really nice. Particularly that automatic transmission in it is really good and it's quite manageable once you get your head around it. Continue down the road. Pulled in last night down to the cattle yards, and what we've got on our large unloading ramp is a light, so at night time we can unload easier. So I just pulled around to the unload ramp and got the boys off, and they just walked off nice and calmly. Now, nothing moved on the load the entire way, but that's, you know, country roads and stuff, you just take it nice and steady. Total trip time I think was around 16 hours. I checked the logbook to make sure that that was all good, and yeah, it's kind of good. One of the mandatory breaks that I took happened to be within 11 minutes of one of my water points, so I pulled up there, jumped online, sent a text message saying that yep, I'm all good, and yeah, flicked that through. It was pretty awesome to be able to just, you know, do that mandatory rest stop there. Now the boys got unloaded and they got straight back into doing what they do. Now they're pretty good boys, nice and calm, they got good composition and a bit to grow, but the good thing about bringing them up when they're at this decent size is that they will form up into the country. And looking at the country at the moment with the amount of feed around, these boys aren't going to have a hard start. So it's going to be nice. Now you four, wonder why they're hanging out on that side of the fence. Maybe we've got, you know, different gangs. But they seem pretty well happy in here. Good boys. Come on, Jigglies. Now before those boys go out to the paddock, we've got to make sure that we mark them up, put our double flag tags in so we know what year they are and that they're our stud bulls or herd bulls. And yeah, give them a couple of jabs and then they will be all good to go out into the station and learn their new homes. So it's good to get that new genetics in, keep it fresh and vary it. You know, taking them from different lines. It's taken us a long time to get the herd to where it is at the moment, and it's paying off by being able to create a consistent line, which, you know, it's consistency in the product that we really need. Over the next little while, I'll be unloading all the stuff off this, and Ant will be able to give me a hand with that.
Hey Jack.
Yeah?
It'd be easier just tossing this over the side.
You don't want to bend it. Well, at least I didn't want to bend it because then you got to bend it back.
All right.
We went one sheet at a time.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Flat?
Yep. Look at that.
And I'll adopt the position. Hang on.
So,
what do you want to do with these?
We get the bucket.
Yep.
We set it about here.
On the edge.
Right. Do you want to be in the loader?
I'll go the bucket.
You're the pro loader. Check your isolator. I might have done it already.
All right. Oh, beautiful range hood.
For
Who's
Mum?
that for?
Mum's one.
Oh yeah, very nice. She'll be happy with that.
Yep.
Yep, she'll be happy with that. Rightio, Jack, I'll ferry to you. You go onto there. That's quite a windsock you got there, Jack. Here he comes in the new experimental plane.
Makes it sound dangerous when you say that.
Oh, I know. Well, you rode it on it, not me. And here comes Tim, who has just flown up from Esperance in his new plane.